We're in full swing, homie. Arrow, Flash, Gotham, Empire. All new seasons now. So let's talk about Arrow Season 4, Episode 1. Flash Season 2, Episode 1. Flash. Man, I think they kind of messed it up. I think. It was alright. It was good, but at the same time I felt like they kind of rushed a little bit. Him working alone at the beginning, I think that was a good thing. I felt like a lot of stuff happened within that 6-month grace period they gave him. I like the Edge cameo. The cameo of Edge. If you don't know who Edge is, he's a wrestler. Well, was a wrestler who turned into an actor who had his own show called Haven on Sci-Fi. I'm sorry I got Arrow playing again because, well, I'm an Arrow fan. I've been watching it since season 1. And I just rewatching it. Why not? It was actually really good. You ever feel like when you watch a new season of something, they show you some shit you didn't see in last season? I feel like they did that with both Arrow and The Flash. You're just like, I don't remember seeing that shit. Well, anyway. I'm not gonna say it's a beef with Arrow, but I feel like the way they went about calling him Green Arrow was really, really corny. The one thing I wanted to keep asking, and I kept asking, and kind of got on my girlfriend's nerve, was what in the hell was Canary's Canario? Like, she got the collar in one of the Flash episodes, and she used it in one of the Arrow episodes of last season. I noticed they didn't let her use that shit at all in this episode of season 4, episode 1. And I kept thinking, why not let her use that? It's what it's there for. I see that Diggle is starting to look like his hero now. They gave him the helmet. I really hope they bring back Roy at some point, just as a cameo. They did two things in both Arrow and Flash, which was the ending. With Arrow, they jumped 6 months later to kind of give you a definite somebody's going to die, just no idea who. My guess is Felicity because you had Barry cameo. My girl's guess was either Felicity or Speedy, but because it was Barry, my guess was Felicity because, Barry and Felicity have the whole history thing, and that would just make more sense. Whereas with Thea, the only reason Barry would even show up is because he knows Thea is, Oliver's sister. And that just doesn't even make sense to me because, well, Barry really doesn't know anything of family loss outside of his mother. And, they haven't really touched any kind of boundary line or bond over loss of family with Barry losing his mother and Oliver losing his dad and his mom. So my guess is it's going to be Felicity. Now the question is how. That should be interesting. The fact they, left Malcolm Merlin in charge of the league, the fact that Ra's is dead, all this plays into something. The fact that the leader of this new group, the Shadows, or whatever they're calling themselves, Ghost, or whatever it is intertwined with, the Canary's dad is kind of entertaining. Although the fact they gave you the end results at the end of episode 1 kind of is a spoiler, kind of, depending on how we get there. However, I am looking forward to it. I honestly am looking forward to it. They're playing on Oliver's inner demons, and that to me seems kind of fun. Although they want to know what's going on inside, inside Thea, what's going on in her head because of her fighting, and I think she's done a lot of killing lately. But that's my personal opinion. Um, I can't wait to see the crossover episode this season because there's going to be a few of them, probably at least two. I know they were talking about doing at least one, but I think there's going to be like two. It'd make more sense if they did at least two. They mentioned Palmer's name. I think his name's Palmer. I want to say Palmer. They mentioned him, but they didn't show him. That was kind of a disappointment. Only because they mentioned him. And of course I'm talking about Captain Atom in that sense because they mentioned him. They mentioned him twice. Granted, it was only at the beginning, but they did mention him twice. So that was, that was fun. But at the same time, I just would have liked to have seen him because, they all kind of clicked in the last few episodes. But then, it just seemed like, what the hell? Especially with the fact that Oliver was talking about that Felicity had been helping them, even though they hadn't technically been around. So, if she had secretly been helping them, wouldn't it mean she was secretly helping the Atom as well? Where the hell was he? Why wasn't he there? You see what I'm saying? It's just questions I'm asking. I don't know if everybody's got those questions. Me, personally, I got those questions. The fact Oliver's, in fact, been trying to ask Felicity to marry him brings up all new questions, too, as in subject to, all kinds of crazy shit. I honestly can't wait to see the rest of Season 4. It's going to be crazy. Season 2 of The Flash is going to be crazy. I'm keeping my ideas of The Flash and the Arrow separate from my ideas of Gotham separate because it's different time period, different whole setting. Everything is different. Again, if you hear Arrow in the background, that's because, again, I am watching it while I'm talking to y'all. So, I have no idea what's going to happen. I just know it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see it. It's going to have highs and lows. And it's going to bring out that excited nerd in me that, wishes I could watch or read a whole bunch of comics when I never have. So, let me know what y'all think, and I will talk to y'all next video. Deuce.